a few prominent athletes that went to the pros was at.
You was there with Aeneas?
Aeneas Williams. I was at Wilson with him too.
Okay.
Aeneas a year older than me. But I was at Wilson. He might be 2 years older than me. But I was at Wilson with him too.
All right.
Yeah, Pro Bowl cornerback.
Yeah.
Side door too. Always been about his business.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Maurice Hurst, who played for the Patriots, we was at Wilson together, went to Fort Shea together. I got a few Kirk Davenport.
Damn, I forgot about Hurst.
Yeah.
A lot of people ain't realize he was from the city.
Yeah. And he went to Wilson. He went to Wilson with me. You know what I'm saying? Kirk Davenport, he went to Wilson with me. He played for the Redskins. You know what I'm saying? I got a good lineage of my generation was the best generation, to be honest with you, man. You know what I'm saying? I can tell you that 80% of the dudes that came up in my generation, you know, Baby, he was at Fort Shea with me, and was at Wilson with me. You know, dudes really, even though we was f***ups, we had
respect.
Yeah.
More.
And it shows because just look at a multitude of dudes that made me and the dad that came out of the era. Not just illegally, but legally. Not talking about a nigga who did it illegally. You feel where I'm coming from?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So, and it's what you're saying is super relevant to today right now, bro. Because it's like when you look at the news, you look at social media, you see all these little young dudes, and it's really just like. I done had this conversation with a couple of my partners, like, bro, who left to teach them?
Well, they got a lot of dudes who've been that's that been there, done that, and they kind of stay out of the way because it's gonna take some work to change the way the young brothers think now. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, they've been taught to hustle bad. You know, they think disrespecting their people was cool. So to reprogram them, it's gonna take a lot. But you gonna need niggas who gonna be able to meet them, you know what I'm saying?
At that level.
Yeah, straight up. Because it's a better way, you know what I'm saying? But see, I didn't get what I got till I went to prison. And I understood how life really worked. You know what I'm saying? And I know I wasn't a nigga that belonged in prison because I can always could think. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was able to pull off the acts I was able to pull off without niggas knowing my business because I always was able to think. You know what I'm saying? And society got niggas, men in general, I ain't gonna use the word, let me say black, we hate each other for no reason at all. You know what I'm saying? Because
We taught to hate each other.
I think we got past that. I think we hate each other not just because we don't want to unify. I think a lot of black men scared to unify because if you unify, we gonna really take back what's ours. See, the United States don't belong to no white man. It don't belong to no Indian. It belong to us, bro, for real. We wasn't bought over here on boats. I don't believe all that shit there. You know, some people did come over here on boats. Most of
I ain't came by boat.
So most of our ancestors was murdered and they took their land from them, bro. So that's common sense. So when a nigga wake up, you can take your land back.
I'll say this. I see it different. Like, it's not we really taught to, like, Meek Mill was on some kind of panel right after he had got out, right? And they asked him about his music. And he explaining the executives, they want you to, they ain't gonna push your album unless you talking about certain shit. They want you to push that stupidity to the kids. They want you to push hustle, sell drugs, fuck dude.
And it's
a programming thing.
Yeah, but you use Meek Mill example. You ever sit back and thought Meek Mill that just something fire to say out your mouth? Because if I'm not mistaken, you got, let's just say 20 mil yourself. Start your own fucking label. White man can't tell you what the fuck to say. Nobody can tell you what to say. You see what I'm saying? But so that's a lot of bullshit. That's why I say we taught the say, but they,
We taught the hate and stay in control.
No, we not taught. We been past that. This reason why I want to show you this shit. You could take 6 billionaires right now. The 6 black billionaires. You could take 6 of them. Any 6 you want, because they got about 20, 30 of them. You could take any
Ain't
6.
that many, yeah.
Huh?
I say ain't that many, but I
Man,
get
they
where
got about well, okay, say 10. You say they got 10 at least, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I can name about 5 all by hand. But you could take, and then they got a lot of people that don't put their money in forwards, but don't believe
I know it yet.
Yeah, so, but I'm just saying, you can take them, and they can take and start another black Wall Street, bigger and better, you dig what I'm saying? And kind of like get shit rolling the way it's supposed to be.
But you know, they under control.
Of course. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah,
so that's why going right, circling right back to what I'm telling you about MEEK Mills.
And that's the control.
That's a good thing for the company for you to push out.
It's the control of you gonna do what I say when I say. Bill Cosby, Puff.
No, Bill Cosby got punished
because he wasn't trying to stay under the control.
But I don't think.
30 years, 30. It was 30. Most of that.
Bill Cosby got punished for trying to buy NBC.
30 years.
He got punished for trying to buy NBC.
Feel me? 30 years is like the earliest. So it go past 30 years. The Star Witness.
What you talking about when he was raping?
When he Spanish Fly, he was admitting we was doing Spanish Fly.
All of them was doing it, but that was a thing.
That was the thing. That was the thing of their time.
He was that Spanish Fly. But I'm saying though, but
no, I know.
But he got punished because he's a black man.
No, we saying the same thing, but he wasn't trying to be controlled.
Yeah.
See, it's like when we get to a certain status, it's like they feel like, okay, we let you get this, so we controlling what you got, cause you ain't getting what you got from your own table. You still coming to us to build your table. So it's still our table. We just letting you rent it. So when you get out of line and you don't do what we want, go sit down.
So
look at them.
So okay, your point is valid, but I just equate that, you know, the black dollar is what 75% of the United States economy.
Probably
so you can't you know see, and that's the thing about it. Until we control our own dollars, bro, it just don't make sense.
Never will.
You know, and that's where the disconnect comes from. You know, and that's the difference again in the game that they got now and the game that been played back then. Because when I was coming up, all my liquor stores and corner grocery stores was owned by black people.
Black people.
They took nigga out that business. You know what I'm saying? It was different. Now you got Arabs, you got Chinese, so you don't know if they taking that and sticking needles in skeet. You don't know what's going on. Yeah. So it's just a difference, bro. So the game be played different. That's why I said, then if you do get a black store or something, we ain't gonna run to that store. You gonna run to the white folk. You can go get a hair store.
We won't be in places where we not really want it, but they just let us come in because they want the money. That's the trick that we gotta solve. That's the piece of the puzzle we gotta solve right there. Let me ask on G. Yo, you're in your 20s, 30s. You moving. However you moving. You see me. What's your advice to me? You see I'm trying to move. How you trying to move? I'm trying to be Lil G. What you tell, knowing what you know now, what you tell me at that point?
Say, bro, get as many young militant brothers to get in politics and go take over the White House, you know, and run them Ku Klux Klan clean out of there. Because we ain't gonna never, ever get anywhere, you know. Yeah, they gonna let a few niggas have a few crumbs and eat off the table. We ain't gonna never, ever get anywhere as far as what we supposed to have and opposed to what they're giving us. what was in the Constitution we were supposed to have, and according to what they giving us. So until we run all the Ku Klux Klan out of there, you know, with the Senate and the White House, I mean the House of Representatives.
DC, period.
Yeah, well, it's here too, local government too. It started local government too.